Let's continue looking at the CSEC Mathematics, January 2025, paper 2. Question 4, for 2 marks. Here it says, a line segment joins C at -5, 6, and D at 7, 2. Calculate the midpoint of the line segment CD. Let me just copy this question and paste it over here. Alright. So, how does this go? We have a grid here. You can use calculation to get this, but for the sake of explanation, I'm going to just use this grid. And the fact is that if you get something like this and you draw a diagram, it's easier to see what it is you're doing, right? So let's say we have an x-axis here and the y-axis, all right? So now C is at -5, 6. So let us say our origin is here, 0, -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, and 6 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's our point. What's the point again? C. Our C is here. And then D is at 7, 2. So from here, we go 7, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. 1, 2. So this is D. So you have C at -5, 6 and D at 7, 2. So your line would be here. Alright? You see that? Now calculate the midpoint of the line segment CD. Well, here, if you do that, what you will have, we're back here now with part B of question 4 from the January 2025 CSEC Mathematics paper. Part B says to find the gradient of the line CD. It's for 2 marks. Alright, I had copied that part of the question over here. And we have our graph again. I had erased it. What was C? C was at -5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So C was here, and then D is at 7, 2. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1, 2 up, right there, D, and we draw our line. Good. Now we need the gradient of the line CD. I expect that to have a negative gradient because what happens? When that line goes from lower left to upper right, if you're moving in the positive direction of x, but you have to climb up the hill, it will have a positive gradient. If you have to climb down the hill, it will have a negative gradient. Anyway, here, the gradient is how steep the hill is, right? That's the line is on. Now, you can consider the gradient. Let me put G, or just put G for gradient, is the rise divided by the run. Or if you form a right angle triangle, rise would be the vertical height of the triangle. Run would be the horizontal width of the triangle. Alright? Now, here, C is at -5, 6. So you're at It's above -5 and beside 6. So if you count this point, -5, 6 here, those are the coordinates. D is at 7, 2. So it's above 7 and beside 2. So D is at 7, 2. Now the y axis goes up and down. So the rise would be the difference between the y's. Y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. It's the same thing as y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2, right? Do not switch them around. If you say y1 minus y2, you cannot then say x2 minus x1. That would be wrong. You get the same number but a different sign. Same thing as if you have y2 minus y1. You cannot go under the line and then switch around and say x1 minus x2. That would be wrong too. Alright? Now, here, if you call C point 1, this would be, let me just pull this up a bit. This would be x1, y1, right? And if you call D point 2, this would be x2, y2. So here now, the gradient, if you use y1 minus y2, you'd have y1 is 6 minus y2 is 2 divided by x1 is -5 minus x2 is 7. So 6 minus 2 is 4 divided by -5 minus 7 is what? -12. So you have a gradient of -4 into 4, 1, 4 into 12, 3. A gradient of -1/3 it would be. Alright? So we'll continue in the next video.